everyone, hope you guys are doing really well. We have a little bit of a different video today with a little bit of a commentary. So welcome to a game called Hometopia. A huge thank you to Hometopia for sponsoring this video and providing me with the game. Really appreciate that. So a little bit about the game before we dive in and start building ourselves a little home and decorating. Hometopia is a virtual world and simulation game that allows you to build, design and renovate beautiful homes and neighbourhoods. You can build your own dream homes and neighbourhoods with friends, build communities and build in co-op with up to 4 players, working together to complete large communities, which sounds really cool. Also, there is a feature that is in the works where you can build your career and take on a variety of client jobs to hone your development and renovation skills. The jobs can range from small one-room renovations to full house construction. Sounds really cool. So there is a link to the game in the description if you guys would like to go over, check it out and wish list it. So without further ado, let's get into playing and building ourselves a little house. So it's pretty cool. You have a tutorial in the beginning. You build foundations, you build the walls, then you build the ceilings, and then you build the roof. You can then furnish your home and design your outdoor space. You can press Q and E to rotate items, which is always really good. And something that I really like is the fact that you can customize the furniture by clicking on the item and then clicking customize, and you can change the fabrics, the colors, everything like that, which is really cool. Another thing that I really like is the fact that you can go from aerial view to floor mode, so you can go from flying around to boots on the ground, walking around the house, which is really nice. And then there is a bunch of stuff, so you can change the time of day, you can take photos, you can plan out your plots, you can plan out the rooms in your house, which is really good. You can change floor levels, you can show and hide floors, and you can show and hide what you want the rooms to be, which is really nice if you forget what sort of area you would like the kitchen in, for example. So it's cool that you can have a little planner tool like that, so you can be this section is going to be the kitchen, this section is going to be the living room, and so on. So I started out by building a little foundation first. I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do with the build. I didn't know what sort of house I wanted to build or what shape or anything like that, but the sort of shape of the house that I end up with, I really do like it. It's sort of modern but also kind of industrial, and it's really nice. So you can just demolish different parts as well. You can demolish multiple parts at the same time as well by holding control, I think it is. So yeah, just building up the walls for the first floor. I knew I wanted a sort of porch deck sort of area around the front and around the back. The garden doesn't end up being really large, but I think it definitely works. I also knew that I wanted a part at the back of the house that would act as a little bit of decking that was under the cover of the house. So yeah, it has, I think the house ends up having a balcony area up the top, and then it has the area underneath, which is the little deck leading off from the kitchen. So it's not a massive house, it's very open plan. The living room and everything is very open plan, and then the upstairs just has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. So building the roofs, you have a few different roofs to choose from. You have the slanted roofs, which is what I chose to use for one side of this house, and then the other side, I decided to go for a sort of flat roof, more modern look. Even just the front of the house looks really nice, even though it doesn't really have anything on it at the moment. So choosing the doors, there's a lot of different doors and windows and everything like that to choose from, which is always really nice to have options. So I decided to have a little mess around with the floor panel tool, and it decided to flip the image, so I was looking at it a bit weird, so I had to kind of change how I was looking at it. But we've got the kitchen, the living room. I decided to put in the little hallway areas just to kind of like remind me that it's sort of like a walkway type thing. And then we've got like a tiny little office just near the front door. So, and then you can pop them in like that, so you can remember what you want in each section, which is a really, really handy tool. So as you're walking around, if you decide to walk around and decorate, or if you decide to decorate from aerial view, you can have that sort of like floor plan, so you know what's going where. So I ended up choosing some stairs, and I don't know if it was me deleting the floor, but part of my roof got deleted. So I just quickly fixed that. And of course we got to add some roof tiles to make it look, I think these ones that I chose, they sort of looked industrial but also reminded me of a container house, and I quite like building sort of like container house type things. So I think that's something that I would like to try and build in this, which I think would be cool. These windows as well reminded me sort of like industrial windows, so I decided to use those throughout like the majority of the house, and they really make it look quite nice. I did use a different window up the top. That little window is for the bathroom. I just didn't want one of the massive windows there, otherwise you'd be staring straight at like the bath where I put that. The paint tool is really cool. I think what you have to do is, if you want to paint something, you have to prime it first. But once I did that, I was able to just like paint the doors whatever color I wanted, which was really nice. Of course, if you have watched any of my other build videos, I really do like black and white things, so I decided to go for black and white doors for the front and the back. I decided to make one side of the house look like brick, which was going towards the sort of industrial style that I also kind of like. I also decided to add some steps up, otherwise you wouldn't really be able to get to like the decking of the front door and everything. It wasn't highlighting what it would look like, so I was kind of like guesstimating what it looked like, and I had to place them down or like repaint them and see what they look like. I knew I kind of wanted the deck to be wide as well, as I was going for a sort of modern industrial look, which I think it ends up really nice. This floor I thought was quite nice as well, so I decided to use this pretty much all over the house. I used it down here and on the landing. I think I used it in the master bedroom. And then the kitchen, I do decide to go for like a white marble tile, which I think looks really, really nice. And it does end up matching the countertops and the tiled wall really well, which is always a good bonus. I really, really loved this kitchen island with the sink. When I saw it, I was just like, that's it, that's the one I'm using. I think it was called the uni one. And then this countertop here, I couldn't find one that I liked that matched the sort of like the center island thing. So I found these ones, and because you can use the customization tool, I was able to customize them and make the countertops match the countertop of the island, and then I was able to paint the doors white, which just makes it look a lot nicer and like cohesive together. So I think that that's a tool that is really good and really handy, so that even if you place something that doesn't quite match later down the line, you can make it all match up and like look cohesive together and like they actually belong together, which was really nice. So I liked that. I really do like that aspect of the game, the fact that you can just customize things at will. I put a little breakfast bar area in as well. I really do like the breakfast bar. I end up changing the countertop to that to be like a wood color, or not really a wood color. I changed it to be wood, but it ends up looking really, really nice, I think. So of course we've got to put in some kitchen cupboards, and then I do choose the backsplash, which matches, as I said, it matches the floor and the like countertops. At least I'm pretty sure it matches the countertops. I know it matches the floor. And then there's a bunch of different like wallpapers and stuff that you can choose from. I did decide to prime all the walls just like white because I knew I wasn't gonna go like super crazy with colors. I do just go for like a grey wall, but I think it turns out really nice. I do the same thing in the bedroom. And then the sofa, I really do love like corner sofas and everything like that. And I saw this like sort of modular sofa and I really quite liked it, and I knew that was the one that I wanted to use, so I ended up using that. And of course you can customize it, so I did end up customizing it to make the pillows sort of match the rug that I chose, and then I decided to make the back parts of the sofa match the walls. They're still like a dark grey, but yeah, so I ended up choosing this rug here, and I chose to also make the cushions on the sofa match it, which I think was a pretty nice idea. It doesn't look like too leery, if you will. I think it looks pretty nice. I was trying to choose a table for the sofa. They've got some really nice tables. I also like the one a lot that I chose to put by the front door. I thought it could just be like a little knick-knack table. You come in and you can put your phone and your keys down, stuff like that. And then where I wanted the sort of like office area to be kind of under the stairs, I chose this desk, which I really like. And then I do end up changing the stairs into like a sort of metal theme to go with the sort of industrial theme. But first I found this copper look, which I really liked it, so I decided to add it on quite a few items in the house, and it kind of makes its way throughout the whole home, and it's just really nice. So I've got it on the desk, I put it on the table that is by the front door, and then I also added little touches of it to the TV stand, and then the bar chairs that are at the breakfast bar. I just thought it was really nice and sort of like tied it all in. I think I also used it for the back of the computer chair. I don't know, it just looks really nice, and I thought it definitely looked really industrial but also modern, so I really liked that. And I'm just changing the sofa fabrics now, so I made sure it matched the rug. And then I chose this other one, which was like black and white, which I thought was nice too. And of course just changing the breakfast bar stools to be black, because that's normally what I do, is black and white builds with grey and stuff. The little decorations that they have are actually really super cute. They've got a bunch of different books, they've got mirrors, lots of different plants, which I really like, and also a bunch of different like posters and paintings and things in frames, which are really sweet. So I decided to use a bunch of those, and of course it's a little office area, so we gotta put down a laptop and some work stuff. I'm a sucker for like knick-knack things. I really do like it when games give you a bunch of like little knick-knack bits and bobs, because for me they're the things that really like drive it home that it's a house, if that makes sense. Like I absolutely love filling homes with lots of little knickknacks to make them look lived in. That's something that I really like to do with any build that I create in any game. It's just, it makes it look alive and lived in, and so that's why I do it. I just like it to look, and a lot of time I try and do it as things that I would have, which is maybe sometimes a bad habit because I'm like, okay, well, what would I have in a house? And I try and go for that, but I really do like how this one turned out. They've also got some really nice lamps. The lights just don't seem to be very illuminating, if that makes sense. So they do light up some things, but they don't like make the area look as bright as what I feel like they should. But a lot of the lights and stuff that they have are really cool. And of course you do have the time of day, which does help. I chose to just make it like the middle of the day, and I chose to pause the time because I thought it just made it easier rather than having it go nighttime all the time. Decided to put blinds on these windows, but I don't put blinds on the windows upstairs that they're like on the landing. I don't put blinds there. Of course you can change the colour of the blinds. I chose to have a lot of them be white, but I chose these longer ones to be black. I just think it ties it all in nicely together. So upstairs I've got to put in the doors to the bedroom and the bathroom. As I said, there's only like one bathroom and one bedroom. It's a kind of a small house, but I think it's a pretty decent size. There was this section here which is a bit of dead space, but I did that on purpose. I originally thought that I would have it be a little mirror area for the main bedroom, but I didn't really like the idea of it, so we're just going to pretend that it's not there. And then in the bathroom, I liked having the bathroom with like a little bit cut out, so yeah, we're just going to pretend that maybe it's like a support column and it doesn't exist. So the bedroom, lots of windows again. It's really giving me those sort of like industrial vibes. And I decided to choose different bedside tables. And once again, I just try and make the theme be a bit like cohesive throughout. So I do end up changing the colour of the bedside tables and the bed frame, which again, that's such a big thing in this game that I really like. The fact that you can place things and they might not look right but you can then like go in and change the color of them, which is really nice. So yeah, with just a little bedroom with a wardrobe and a chest of drawers. I decided to also put in a sofa. That sofa is really cool. I like that one, but I decided to go for a sort of smaller one that I thought fit the bedroom a bit more, because then you could watch TV from that, or you could watch TV from bed. Of course we have a rug. I think something that would be nice is if you could make the rugs either like bigger or smaller. I probably could have placed 2 of those rugs, but I just chose to place the one. And I decide, of course, to go for a grey, white, black theme. I choose to make the back wall black as well, as sort of like a little statement piece, and I add the same sort of colour to the chest of drawers, and I do the same thing with the wardrobe and everything like that, just to tie everything else in, and then like the walls and that I keep white. So in the bathroom, I wanted a separate bath, shower, toilet, and of course a sink. It all fit pretty nice. I decided to have the shower sort of like as soon as you walk into the room, and I decided to separate it with one of the glass walls that they have, which was really nice. I kind of like how the bathroom turned out. It doesn't turn out like too fancy, but it's definitely like really functional. And that window, I decided to have it there, as I said, because I didn't want the big window to just be like right on the bath like that. So I decided to go for the smaller one. The bath was creating some like weird firework texture as I got it out. You have like little knick-knack things for the bathroom as well, which you'll see in the tour. But I knew I wanted to put in a like washer here. I only put in the one. I was going to put in the cabinet, but I just decided to stick the one in as it was like a washer dryer anyway. So the porch outside, I really like the little nook that I made on the like downstairs porch area from the kitchen. it doesn't really fit two of these chairs, but so I end up getting rid of the other one and I put in this like little bench underneath the window. In my mind I was thinking it can either be a bench or it can be like another just like place where you could stick some plants or like your coffee cup or something like that. I put these bushes outside as well to sort of hide the deck area. You do have decorative things like stones and flowers and bushes and big trees, which I really like. Another thing that I do like is that you can click on an item and you can just click duplicate and it will just duplicate the item for you to be able to place again. So the front of the house, I've placed down some plants, some bushes, and I was looking for some trees because it was looking a bit bare. This one tree that I found, the twisted one, is probably my favorite tree. I really like that one. So I decided to have that on one side, and then in the garden, down the like little skinny bit, I decided to have another tree which wasn't as big as that one. And I also decided to put down some plants. There's quite a nice selection of different plants that you can add. I chose the purple ones just to add a little bit of color to the front of the house with these white ones mixed in. And then I go in and I just add some, it's sidewalk I think, but I thought it kind of fit and it sort of looked like a driveway kind of thing to the house, though I don't make it like super big. But the grass was poking through it. The way that I got rid of that was I had to go back to the main menu and then load back into the game. Again, this is just like alpha, so there will be like bugs and stuff and everything like that, but yeah, that's kind of like pretty much the build. I hope you guys don't mind that I've been talking through this build. If you do like videos without commentary as well, I do those. But yeah, let's go on a little tour now of the house. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I really love it. I think it's so nice. So yeah, I'll take you on a tour. Obviously we've got the front of this tree, really like it. But yeah, I'm just super pleased with how this turned out. So we've got a little sidewalk, a little porch area, of course. And then as we go in, we've got just like a little side table for you to stick stuff, desk to work from with some stuff on it. The little bits of clutter is really nice. We've got like a little stool here for you to sit on, put your shoes on and all that stuff. I love like the view here. It's like looking out, it actually looks like you're looking out windows. It's really nice. And then we've got the sofa. I really like how the sofa turned out. We've got like a little mug there, and then we've got the kitchen. I'm really happy as well with how the kitchen turned out in this. We've got like a wood breakfast bar type thing, and I've tried to keep the copper theme going throughout the house, which I kind of like. I didn't really have anything in mind for this, but yeah, so kitchen's here, the island. I really like this island. And then obviously we've got the stove and everything over here with a couple of little bits of clutter and food and stuff like that, which is really nice. I'm just super happy with how this turned out. We've got a little section here, and then in the garden, we'll do the garden first, and then I'll do the upstairs. So I really like just how it turned out overall, just the whole house in general. It's a nice shape, it's not just like a square. I did put this up. It doesn't necessarily go with it, but I guess it kind of gives it a modern vibe. I put some plants down. I didn't really do too much to the garden. I just got like a nice little seating area, and then down here is just like a tree on the side of the house. It's sort of like industrial sort of style, so like I guess industrial modern sort of, I don't know. But yeah, let's go upstairs. And this is the landing. I decided not to put blinds or curtains or anything up here. I just really like the look of it being all sort of open. I put this down here, and we've got some paintings on the walls. And then I didn't actually put anything out here on the deck, but of course I should and I can. And then we've got the bedroom here to the right, and then the bathroom here to the left. I don't know what this blue is. It's been there for a while and I can't quite figure it out. But yeah, we've got separate shower, bathtub, sink, toilet, some little knick-knack bits like the towel rack and the heater and stuff like that, and obviously toilet paper. Down there I do have like a little toilet cleaner. But yeah, and then so that's the bathroom, and I can't seem to leave now. That's great. Okay, I can seem to leave the bathroom. I feel like it's when the doors open outwards, I can't leave through them. This is early like alpha as well, so of course there will be like little bugs. But yeah, this is the bedroom. I really like how the bedroom turned out. There's so many windows and I really like it. So again, we've got a bit of the copper theme going throughout. I put a bunch of photos up there. I really like it. It's really nice. I would definitely 100% live here. I chose not to put blinds on those windows, but I have put blinds on these windows. And we just got a couple of little knick-knack bits. I tried to make the furniture match as much as possible, which I think it does using the like color tool. I've got that wood there, and then I've got the same wood over there, and then it's black, white, and of course we've got the copper, which I actually really quite like. So yeah, that is the house fully built. I do love that you can go from like aerial view to actually like a boots on the ground type thing. But yeah, so I have a few screenshots which I will share with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again for Hometopia for sponsoring this video. Stay tuned for more speed build videos as well, with no commentary and the occasional commentary one. So just thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, leave comments. The game link is in the description as well if you want to go and check that out. It will take you to the Steam store page. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this build, what you think of this game, everything like that, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, bye!